Hi everyone, Soviet Bear. So I decided to make this video response to 36 questions women have for men. I mean the Western feminist women have for men. So I decided to give my Russian answer to these questions. So yeah, because I am some sort of anti-feminist, anti-SJW, so why not? Enjoy.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Well, it feels nothing like nothing. It's pretty natural. And I am not just same sex as Donald Trump. I am also same sex as Jesus, as Vladimir Lenin, as Vladimir Putin, as Ivan IV the Terrible, as Joseph Stalin, as Georgy Zhukov, as many other great men who lived on this earth. I'm same sex as Tsar Nicholas II. I'm same sex as Peter the First the Great, and many others. And I've noticed how Donald Trump has become a #1 enemy for those feminists and SJWs. They could have said Hitler, they could have said Adolf Hitler, but they say Trump. Maybe Trump is, is only comparable to Satan himself. He's even worse than Hitler for those SJW crazies. Well, I want to ask you another a question too. How does it feel to be the same sex as Sarah Palin? Or how does it feel to be the same sex as Hillary Clinton? You know, that psychotic, power-hungry bitch who left when a leader of a sovereign country got brutally murdered by an angry mob of fanatics.
So, I mean, that is the land of unconfirmed.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
I don't really hate rom-coms, and I certainly don't feel the need to hate them. I just don't give a fuck about them. They are just, they are not interesting, and they are all pretty much the same. And the cliche, guy meets girl, guy has a tough time getting a girl, and then he gives up, girl gives in, and hurrah, yay, romance.
Everybody likes The Notebook, everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Yes, I indeed like Beyonce. I love her looks, her tits, her ass, but her music, not so much. No, there is a couple of, 3 or 4 good songs from her, but in general, her music is just, too generic. That's just my opinion.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
Why?
Excuse me? But what do you mean? We force women to talk about men in movies? What do you mean? Are we make them at gunpoint, talk about men now, or I shoot you in the head, bitch? No, that just doesn't happen. And guys talk about boobs for hours? Are you serious? No. Even we get together, me and my friends, my comrades, there's a little vodka and we shoot the shit. We never talk about boobs for hours, maximum 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Oh, that girl has a nice boobs, or they're so big, they're so soft, their nipples are so pointy, I would suck on them, and just maximum 15 minutes. You're making the shit up, lady.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
No, I don't automatically assume that I won't like a movie that star a female lead. I don't assume that I like or I dislike the movie before I watch it. Even if some of my friends say that this movie sucks, don't watch it, I will watch it first and then formulate my own opinion.
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
I'm not surprised when women are funny, and I like when women are funny, and when my woman is funny. It's just, men are better comedians. There is a reason why there are more male comedians than female comedians. And I think Christopher Hitchens explained it very well. Oh, I know how you feminists hate him.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
All right. First of all, I do not think that you are obsessed with me when we hook up, when we just hooked up. We are not in a relationship. We don't know each other too well. So, and you should not be obsessed with me, and I don't think that you are obsessed with me when we have just hooked up. Maybe just a one-night stand. Maybe just going to be like, a tourist romance for a couple of weeks and then we will part ways. So, no, I don't think you are obsessed with me when we have just hooked up.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
No, lady, that's bullshit. Men are not congratulated for sleeping around with many women. Because those women they sleep with are cheap, easy, dirty sluts. And, well, if I see a guy who slept with many sluts, I will just say that, wow, how many STDs he could contract from those sluts. And I'm not judging you. Yeah, go ahead and whore it up if you want. But then don't cry bloody murder when you see men refusing to have a relationship with you and refusing to marry you.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
Well, it all depends on the individual man. There are men who will consider you a slut even if you put out on date number 5. And there are men who will not consider you a tease even if you put out on date number 10. But all of those 9 dates, you were not, actually teasing him. You were, you didn't talk sexually and all that stuff. But there are actually men who don't consider a woman a slut if she puts out on date number 1. So it depends.
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Oh, there is actually a world where no means yes. Or your no means no rule does not apply to men, honey. Yes, feminists say when a man denies a woman sex, he is a rapist, he is raping her. Yeah, that's modern feminism for you. But you're saying that feminism is all about equality and not man hating, right?
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Women are in general more emotional and less logical than men. That's just a scientific proven fact. And if you want to lead something, just go ahead, build it from zero and lead it. And about catcalling. Well, polite compliments are not catcalling, and there are indeed women who enjoy such compliments. But you feminists, you call everything harassment.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Why do you think because you're nice to a man, he owes you his money, his hard-earned money? Because, honey, that's how normal relationship works. He trusts you and he gives you his money, his attention, and he expects something in return. Let's say sex or even just affection. If you expect to get his money, his resources, his attention, please provide something in return. or otherwise you're just a manipulative, self-centered bitch.
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
I don't send dick pics to anyone, solicited or unsolicited. I don't find it funny or something, I just find it retarded. Sorry, that's just my opinion.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
Okay, I know you feminists call everything harassment. Your definition of harassment is so broad that, someone disagrees with a woman is harassment for you. Well, I don't have a sister, but even if I had sister, and she was, an adult like me, and she can stand up for herself, and she can handle if someone disagrees with her or something like that. But even she experiences a real harassment, and she may be in danger, and her life or physical health or mental health may be in danger. Of course I will defend my sister. This is my relatives. The family is very important, at least in Russia where I live. Yeah, so I will defend my sister.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
I wouldn't interrupt you if you're actually making a point. But if you're talking shit like you're doing right now, I will of course interrupt you, and I will enjoy it.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Because I have a couple of testicles between my legs. I have balls, lady.
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Oh my god. Because your boobs are located in different location on your chest. And if my balls were located on my chest, of course I wouldn't sit with my legs so wide open. But if your boobs were located between your legs, then of course you would sit with your legs wide open, or otherwise we would feel very uncomfortable.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you, like watermelons, through like this?
Because like it or not, feminists, dear feminists, women are generally physically weaker than men. It is a scientific proven fact. Humans are sexually dimorphic species. That's why women are weaker than men. Of course, there are individual women who would be stronger than individual men, but in general, women are weaker. And the fact that women give birth to men doesn't change it. It's only a biological function. Women's bodies are designed to give birth for humans. Of course, women are better at childbirth than men, but women are still weaker sex. That's why the Olympic Games are divided by sex. It's not because it's sexist, it's because women and men are different.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
No, it's not a bad thing to show your emotions. And indeed, men do show their emotions in private or with their comrades, and it usually involves some alcohol, and they just shoot the shit. And well, but we never show our emotions in public in front of women, because women don't like weak men. Simple as that.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
Why?
Because women like masculine men. Women are attracted to masculine men. It's fact. You can deny it or not. You can deny it whatever you want, but women are attracted to masculine men. That's why we're trying to prove our masculinity to you, because it makes your pussy wet, and we want to put our dicks in your pussy. That's simple.
Isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Well, that's a stupid question. The cursing doesn't have gender, yes, but it's rude because it's rude to curse in public, and I tried not to curse when I'm around women, and yes, because generally it's rude, and I live in Russia, I'm Russian, and in Russian language words do have gender. Yeah.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
It's not my instinct. It's a legal justice system. Do you know there is such thing as a presumption of innocence? Innocent until proven guilty. That's how justice system works. Like in Russia, in USA, in China, in Europe, in Canada, in Australia, everywhere, every freaking where. Allegation or accusation is not enough. We would like some evidence, some proof to back your allegation. This is not sexism. This is just how justice system in normal countries work.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Because PMS is a thing. And if a woman is angry and, well, what? Are there no women who are angry when they're on their period? Well, of course, when a woman is on her period, she's most likely in pain and she's irritated. That's why she's so irritatable.
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Why am I doing this? That's another dumb and incorrect comparison. Dick size is not an advertising. If a man wants to self-advertise, he will not lie about his dick size. He will lie about his, his income or his job being much more high paid than his job actually is. You comparing fuck it.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Oh God. Because these men have been elected. Run for office or do not vote for white old men. It's simple.
Do you have a coochie?
No, I don't. Do you have a dick?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Well, I would not say obsessed. Well, it's just, some straight guys find two hot women touching each other or even having sex with each other as sexually stimulating. But I don't particularly share that fetish. And yeah, I can ask you the same question. Why are some straight girls so obsessed with gays?
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Oh, it hurts. It really hurts. It's very, very painful. It's hellish pain. Oh, by the way, the only good questions in the entire video.
Ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
No, I don't get tired of being manly. I'm manly because I was born a man. But to be a man, it just, to be born with a penis and a set of balls between your legs is not enough. You have to act accordingly. You have to, to be masculine. But that's pretty much it. I was born a man, therefore I'm manly.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
No, I am not.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal a dollar?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Yeah, pretty much this.
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome! More money!
I'm not actually intimidated. There are men who are intimidated because when a woman becomes a breadwinner in a family, men just feel like they are doing nothing and they are just wasting their lives.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
It depends on what opinion does woman have. If she has a reasonable opinion backed by facts and logic, then nobody is going to call her a bitch. But if she talking absolute bullshit and then responds in a rude way to a man who is trying to correct her, then she's being a bitch.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Because fuck you, I'm not going to censor anyone or anybody when we talk about something behind closed doors. Are you feminist that totalitarian? I just no. I'm not going to censor anyone. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want behind closed doors, okay?
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
What? What privilege are you talking about? You. You live in the USA. You are Western, the most liberated and the most privileged woman on the planet. You can ruin man's life after crying if you cry rape after a consensual sex. Not to mention that you can just the courts are biased in your favor when it comes to child support and child custody. That is it. That's all. Soviet Bear out.